and when I instruct you, elbows one at a time come back, then I'll try and rotate you in the seat to get you more comfortable. We'll do some weight shifting and I'm doing the brakes on the turn, so I'll ask you to lean. Once you start getting a feel for that, if it's okay, I'll attach a control that turns us out from the hill. Then the other one. Then you follow control movements, then I sit back and fall asleep. Just to reassure you. Okay, so knuckles running all the way up and acquire the controls. You keep your arms crossed. What do you do with your arms? Which hand? Yep. Right hand, being right-handed, under. And grip, okay. You feel a lot of pull. We're aiming to let this walk us up the hill until there's enough lift. So let it settle. Whichever way it pulls us, we want to step the opposite way to control it. Okay, just go. Feel the lift there? Okay, holding that down, letting it drop, and then easing up. Okay. So I'm just stopping it from taking us off until we're at the right point of the hill when there's enough lift. Ducking your head out, that's fine. So we need to step along that way as I get the wing tidied up again. Down. Okay. Feel that amount of lift? So I'm holding it on the ground, we're stepping centrally under the wing. Now while we're here, if you want, you can bring your elbows round. Okay? And we'll be going down again in a second. Hold it there, stay low, let it drop, wait until it surges. Okay, ease up. So all that happened there was, with the extra lift with the thermals, we weren't able to get up quite high enough to be into the main part of the lift band. So we just flew down, landed, go again. So stepping round to get the air flowing into the wing, arms safe, letting it settle, making sure there's no line overs, making sure that tip comes out okay. See, it's still a wee bit there. Just ease up a bit on one side to get it square. Out comes the tip. Okay so far? Okay to go again? So easing down to put some pressure on this side. Keeping it down in drag mode. Letting it surge up. That's okay, keep your arms in. Now are we higher?
Higher on the river.
Okay, you still okay to go?
Yes. So arms, them away.
Right, you can bring your elbows back if you wish. Into the main area of lift. We're trying to cut along, keep the glider as efficient as possible to gain some height. In the turn, so leaning slightly to the right, using a bit of the right brake, off the controls. Now you'll notice which way we're pointing compared with which way we're moving. The wind pushes you sideways. So once we get a wee bit more height, I will get comfortable in my seat. If it's then nice and steady, I'll get you more comfortable on the seat. We'll then do some weight shift turns. You're helping with the weight leaning once you're comfortable. If that's going well, I'll then attach the secondary controls. And you follow my control movements, and then after a few minutes, I'm sitting back, supervising, and you take the controls. Now is that a decent height? Okay, so cut along. Now, feel for the ground speed. Which speed is faster? Does this feel a bit faster along the ground this time? Yeah? Okay, Okay, so the wind is coming slightly from the right, which means if we want to spend time sorting something out, it's best when you're moving over the ground slower. So that's me getting comfortable in the seat. Gives me more weight shift authority, more control. If you can lift your knees, bending at the waist, see if you can get more comfortable in the seat. Okay, is that better? Leaning back enough, is that okay for you? Comfortable enough with that? Okay, now as we come along, I'm trying not to use too much brake, because brake, not surprisingly, is inefficient.
Yeah.
So as we come along towards the end, and particularly if you feel extra lift, more pressure on the brake handles would indicate that, then we do the turn slightly early, because it's always best turning in lift. Now you feel the ground speed quite slow at the moment. Okay, so as we come along here, feel a wee bit lift, right hand is easing up, lean left, tip your head left, that's it, turn goes on, easing off the brake, ease off the lean, and now leaning slightly out, so we're heading slightly out, but falling along the path. So can you see the difference between the heading, which we were pointing, and the course? Okay so far? So again, watching for any hazards. Next bit lift, leaning right, lean over, bit of right brake, easing off the right brake, lean on, and take off the lean. Now which control do I put on, the left or the right one? Yeah, no, to attach the secondary controls, which one would I put on at this speed? The left one, because that's the one that turns us out. So, untangle that, if you can take that control, it's not attached to anything yet. Okay? So just get it comfortably into your hand. As I say, it's not attached, not doing anything at the moment. Leaning left, a bit more lean, easing off the brake, build up the speed, change the lean over, pointing slightly out from the hill. Okay. Easing off the left, lean right a wee bit, pointing, and then cutting back along. You see how there's a delay of what we do and what happens. So you have to anticipate, and you have to under control. Extra lift there, turn, leaning. Okay, now I can let go of my right hand, because it's the hand that would turn me into the hill anyway. And there's a secondary control for you. Okay, now the left control is about to be attached. I need you to relax the left hand, only hold it with a couple of fingers if you wish, or the whole hand, it's up to you. But you want to be fairly relaxed, and then I'll need you to ease, in a minute, one of your hands up. I may do a beat first of all. Probably will actually, because we're getting near the end. So waiting for that extra lift. Lull, usually followed by a bit of lift. So wait and see. Beat turn anyway. So leaning to the left, a wee bit left brake, easing round, easing off the brake. Getting ready to lean out from the hill slightly. And leaning out from the hill a wee bit to get the heading. The heading giving us our course over the ground. Once we get a wee bit more height, and we've got that extra time, I then attach the secondary controls, at which point you want to be as relaxed, as little pressure as possible, trying to follow my movements. So all you want is just a couple of pounds of pressure, really very, very little. So going in for the next turn, and leaning right, lean right, lean right, lean right, easing off on the controls, back up. Got some extra lift, see how steady it is. Okay, left hand easing up.